Good morning, everybody, and happy Guru Purnima to all. I think it was really a great start with the video that we all saw. And thanks to Bhatia sir and the entire organizing committee, and year on year, they really get all of us together and make us feel proud of what we are doing, I would say. So, thank you so much. And it's been privilege, absolute privilege here with all of you because this is a vibrant HR community and all the HR professionals. We are all shaping the future of work for tomorrow, and that's what keeps me going. I'm really proud of what I am doing, and if I look back like 15 days back, HR as a profession didn't had much pride, I feel, in the industry, but today it has come a long way, and that's keep me going. So today, so a little bit about myself. So my name is Shraddha Reghe. I head the people practices team at Seclore, and I'm been with the organization for more than 14 years now. And I have Shruti Shinde with me. She's my teammate. She is heading the talent management and the employer branding vertical for Seclore. And together we are excited to help you all understand what we have done in Seclore and how we work together about things that we are passionate about, and we'll take you behind the scenes what we do in Seclore. So about that, it's basically these things which we will talk about has created a lot of impact on Seclore's growth, people in Seclore's life, and that's how we are able to really create a tribe of fearless problem solvers, I would say, and the entrepreneurial mindset that we have in the organization. That's what we drive for. So a little bit introduction about the organization, what we do. So we are a data security market leader. We cater to different organization, market leader organization in different countries, and we help them protect their information. Basically, we have clients, all the banking and financial institutes are our clients, Indian Navy is our customer. So institutes and companies who deal with really confidential data, they trust our technology and they use Seclore to protect their confidential information. And the magic is basically wherever the information travels, wherever the different files are sitting in different drives, in different formats, in different systems, all gets protected. And there are different protocols that you can apply on the file where you can decide the rights, whether you want to forward them to somebody, do you want to really allow them to copy the content, do you really want to not let them share that file with anybody, and the access just vanishes, and you can really be making sure that your data, whoever is in whoever hands the data is, it's in the right shape and form. That's what we do for organizations, and that we do with just a global headcount of 400 people. So we have offices in India, in Mumbai, Pune and Gurgaon, and internationally we have presence in Dubai, KSA, Riyadh, and US we are headquartered in Santa Clara. That's about Seclore a little bit. Now, what is the core of everything that we do? So I believe in last 14 years, the most important thing I could really do is creating value pillars and making sure that they are sustainable and they lived by the people every single day and not just frames on the wall. That's what I think I'm proud of. That's what we have done. And we call it SPICE. And let me also help you understand what does that mean for all of us in the organization. So SPICE is, S stands for spreading positivity, P is passion for people, I is integrity, C is customer focus, and E is entrepreneurial spirit. And each of these value pillars have been broken down by HR team, making sure that the managers understand, making sure that what are the behaviors that everybody has to inculcate in day-to-day work life to demonstrate it. And even when we scale up, like when we were 50-member team vis-a-vis when we are like 400, 500-member team today, things have to be same from a culture standpoint. That was a challenge we all were going through. And how do we really make sure that it's not just the HR, but every leader has HR in him and her, and the whole group is working together with us with the mission. That was the idea. So spreading positive is basically positive attitude is everything for us. The can do, will do approach and so on. Passion for people is being supportive about them, making sure that we believe in the capabilities, and we also love unleashing the hidden potential. So basically it's investment in their developments and learning upskillments basically. And basically it's not just they are owning their careers, but we together are collaborating with them to own their career aspirations is what the approach that we have. Also open doors and open minds to ideas and suggestions in today's era is helping us a lot, because gone are those days when we think something is right and we just do that. Sometime it will backfire, so it's always good to co-create with people, and when we have a bigger pool of stakeholders or employees who are really going to get impacted, and then we take a buy-in and work in a co-create manner in whatever we do, and that has really created wonders, and I would say that has gone a long way. Integrity is something that's super important and difficult to implement, I would say, because it was like we have to encourage people to make sure in today's world they shouldn't be really fearful of, they are in front of the authority figure and they have the right to talk to what they have in mind, and not really get fear in mind that, oh, should I say, should I not say, or what will happen. And most important is owning up mistakes. Everybody do mistakes in their work life, but owning up those mistakes honestly and courageously is very very important. And then they should have that feeling in the mind that even मैं बोल भी दूंगा, so I'm not getting fired by somebody, and I'll have my back and support from my leaders, and that makes the person really say in the work in the safe environment is what I believe, and that's what we try to do. And it also doesn't mean, because the extreme is I'll keep making mistakes and then people will be just not, it will not help us raise the bar. So there is a very great balance that has to be created, where you are not supposed to really learn from, you are supposed to learn from your mistake and not repeat the same mistake and impact your performance as well, but at the same time you have to feel safe and secure to own things and move forward. So that's what we do. And customer focus is very very straightforward. We strive to understand their point of view. We are the reason, basically they are the reason why we exist in the organization, and how we are making sure that at the end business growth is super critical, and we have to keep our customers happy. Entrepreneurial spirit is something, our brand statement, and now we are like here at Maharashtra Brand Awards. So our brand statement is entrepreneurs, not employees. And 5 years back, we had designed this brand statement along with the whole group in the organization, and it has a lot of meaning, where people have these kind of experiences like an entrepreneur in the company, and that's what it's resonating well with the brand statement, I would say, where they are taking risks in their own roles. No matter, they're owning their own role like an entrepreneur, like an entrepreneur owns the company. So they are owning their failures, they're owning their successes, they are also taking calculated risks in whatever decision making they take, whether it's right, wrong, or they feel it will be unitedly made right in a manner, and so on. So I would say we have a very very supportive culture which promotes risk taking, problem solving, and innovation, and we are proud to say that it's a meritocratic and equal opportunity employer that we have today. And let's have a glimpse of when I say entrepreneurs not employees, what does it mean for us. So there's a video. So I would also like to share on the employer branding side what have we done and how it has helped us. So to start with, our target audience, let's say people who want to join us, our talent pool, I would say, to attract them, basically LinkedIn and Meta platforms were the two important platforms that we wanted to really showcase what we do and what does the insider life of Seclore, right, and what does Seclore mean to all of them, right. That's what we did. So we started with small success stories where people really have decade experience within the organization and what they feel about the company. We also made sure that first day at Seclore is highlighted by people and how do they feel about it, and always kept our eyes and ears open and made sure we are learning every day with what feedback they give and what really are the high touch points that really we were able to create the wows. And also we made sure that we are listening the other side, the downside of it, which they might come from different organizations, and they tell us that okay, this is also something that you should try and do, this is also this. So we have learned and come a long way, I feel, in that aspect by just taking positive feedback, negative feedback, and improving. So testimonials are super important, which are about reward recognition and which are about longevity with the organization, which are about different career lateral movements that we have created, the talent mobility that we have encouraged, and so on. And with that, I think the sentiment is also reflected on Glassdoor, because today if you see, then Glassdoor is 4.3 for us, and which is way above in comparison to our competitors, and that gives us that competitive edge where people join us. And in this era, every other HR is struggling with offer to joining ratio. Every other HR is struggling with, like, people just have too many offers at hand and back out. So we also made sure that AI plays a big role, and we have tools in place which gives us some predictive analytics on if the person is going to join us or not. And early on, if those kind of predictive analytics are visible to us as HR team, it's not me, we might not change somebody's mind, but definitely we make efforts to make sure what's going wrong or where are we lacking, and either our compensation benchmark is not up to mark, or either our practices are not there, or maybe sometimes we get feedback, or insurance needs to be upgraded, and small feedback like I don't know how the office tour and all that. So we have taken these small things into consideration, which creates a lot of impact in people's mind, because we can't even think उसे तो office tour के वजह से he's like, oh, I think I need an upgrade and I am not open to go to Sakinaka, and in that whole chaos of traffic I don't want to really join a company. So with all these important feedbacks and always talking to people has helped with this predictive analytics and tools in place. And that's why the Ambition Box, Glassdoor and other online reputation tools, we really do invest a lot, do make effort, that there's a team in place which make organic efforts to create experience inside organization, and definitely we see those on the platforms for us. So Shruti will help us understand what in the different pillars we have done. For example, in employee experience and culture, and learning and upskilling, employee well-being, and a little bit on the automation, what we have done in Seclore. Over to you.
Very good evening to everyone, and thank you, Shraddha. Happy Guru Purnima to all of you, and very glad to be part of this forum with all the HR gurus. So to start with, as Shraddha mentioned, at Seclore, we have built a very passionate entrepreneurial mindset, right? And within the HR team also, our focus always has been the people first approach. How do we consider people at the core, and how do we drive the workforce by the trust, right? So let's start with what we have built, and I'll just walk you through all the details. So starting with the first pillar, which is our employee experience. So when we talk about culture at Seclore is like the foundation we have built so far with the 15-year journey, right? And it is like brick by brick, day by day, what we have built. When we talk about culture, it is mostly how we are driving our values and ethics through our workforce. And definitely now we talk about technology. But with technology, we don't want to forget our values. We are leveraging the technology to make it live, right? And how do we bring this technology to life? So with employee experience, our focus has been that adopting the latest tech, but also keeping our employees with the human touch. So we ensure we deliver a lot of unique and personalized experiences for them throughout their employee journey, starting from their recruitment till the end of journey. And when we talk about Seclore, so Seclore operates in a very niche industry. When we talk about cyber security or data security, it's a very niche industry. And already you can see the talent is very scarce. So we ourselves, we make sure that we find the right talent, but we also want to make sure how do we make a effort that we engage them throughout the journey, and how do we ensure we get them on board at the right time. So we have done a lot of efforts, and we have gone beyond a mile. We have spent a lot of things in our branding, social media, online reputation. Like Shraddha mentioned, we have built a lot of credible efforts on our social media online platforms, and then again PR efforts as well, right? Which has created a pull effort for us, thereby creating value for our candidates who want to join Seclore. Now, one of this is also we start from the first step of hiring funnel. As soon as the candidate accepts our offer, we ensure that we start sending them personalized communications, and we keep them in touch, right? We also build a lot of interaction with the reporting managers. There are coffee sessions before they get onboarded with Seclore. So how do they understand our culture? What things they are curious about to know, not just about the role, but what are the people, who am I going to be part of, right? So that starts just after the offer acceptance. And again, when talking about the other side, we also use a lot of predictive tools. So there are tools which we use, we understand whether the candidate is going to join us or not. So this has been very helpful for us when we talk about technology and how we are also going to enhance this experience. So if we know that the candidate is majorly engaged in the organization, and this tool has 80% help us predict the right outcome for the candidates, right? And we also call them for employee engagement events. Whatever events we are conducting in the organization, before they join, they become the part of the organization. They experience the events along with us, and again they give this entire experience gives them a overall picture how their journey at Seclore is going to be, right? And the anxiety of first day is reduced a lot. Like, you have a lot of ambiguity, the first day jitters and also are reduced, right? And it also starts creating a sense of belonging to the employees. So that starts just way after their offer acceptance. Coming to our onboarding, again, it's a mix of digitization, virtual, and in person experience. So, here again, we make sure that we ensure the human touch is intact. We keep the personalized welcome interaction, real time connections with the managers, buddies who help them in the onboarding, right? And this hybrid approach have helped them make like the employees feel seen, supported, and valued from day one itself. We also make them participate in lot of activities where they meet like minded people who share similar passions or interests, so they start building those connections from day one. So this has definitely helped them getting a part to be secured, and again building something meaningful from day one, right? Then we have value based communication. So our recognition program is based on our SPICE values. So Shraddha just mentioned we have values which are SPICE, right? So those are the medium we recognize people through, right? We want to recognize the right behaviors in the organization, and that's what we honor while we do the rewards and recognition. Secondly, talking about feedback. So feedback at Seclore are very real time, and we ensure that there are instant feedback, there are sensitive feedback which are given by the employees, and this analysis has helped us a lot in understanding where we are headed, how we can help the employees at the right time, and empowering managers to take the right decision, right? So that is a very important part when it comes to employee experience, that we are hearing them and we are taking action at the right time. Considering the overall journey, we also have ensured we give them a clear path on their career journeys, right? So employees know what my roadmap is and what I'm going to be a big part of. So these things, like finally, when we talk about every journey from candidate to employee, every path is clear to them, and when people see that roadmap, they know that they have the whole support of the organization, their manager. The culture just isn't visible, it thrives within the organization. So that's what the whole employee experience is all about. Yeah. Okay. All right, so I'll just quickly move to other parts as well. In L&D, we have also understand lot of things. We have built LMS where we have added LinkedIn, Udemy courses for the employees, and it's more employee driven. We have a center of excellence where employees drive this entire LMS. So it is more throughout the passion where employees drive our learning and upskilling, and we make sure that they are also up to date with the latest skills and technologies. Talking about our employee well-being, so well-being is definitely a holistic package which we give to the employees, starting from counseling sessions, EAP help groups which are conducted. We have fitness allowances given to them, and we have one very loved initiative which is called as Catch'em. So Catch'em is like a fitness initiative, a month-long initiative where people participate. They log in their kilometers they have sent, and this amount is collected and given to a cause, right? So it is also with a cause, and employees are building that with passion. The whole idea of employee well-being is how do we make sure that everything is within their reach and the care is always available when needed, right? So this is what we build, and all our policies, everything where we build about employee well-being are majorly part of what employee requires, and we are hearing them, right? We are there for their support at all times. So that's about employee well-being. We also have a lot of initiative in policies. We have a healthy week conducted in our organization. So once a week in the whole month, we just have healthy snacks served to the employees. So just building some small habits, it's just a small step, but it has a big impact. Talking about AI, so AI definitely, as we are a data security company, for us, security and sensitivity is very important. And when we talk about data, it's all about trust nowadays when everything is digital. So, data for us is majorly currency, and we make sure that all our policies and systems which we have built are compliance proof. They work more as a governance for us and help us build technology rather than losing the human touch. We also make sure they are helping us build the experience. So that's about the human and AI building which we are doing. I would like to call Shraddha to just have a closure note on what our next initiative is going to be. Yeah.
Thanks, Shruti. With the interest of time, I'll just quickly tell you. So this idea was close to my heart, where I am part of so many groups and forums, but sometimes I feel real challenges that we face as HR in our day-to-day work life or any kind of projects that we do. But somewhere in those groups, at times the conversations are lost, and sometimes that's that personal touch, and we are not getting really the impactful, meaningful conversation. So creating a small initiative in Seclore, which is named as People Forward, and the idea is to have a small group invited and really take one topic every month and debate and discuss, and what you guys have done, what we can learn from each other, and creating that learning forum together, just beyond just beyond knowledge. I mean, just through experience, how have you solved for, because sometimes we just reinvent the wheel as HR community. What you guys might have already solved for, I might be starting from scratch to solve for. And that's what the idea was, that we should help each other in the journey to accelerate and help organizations grow, so that we grow together. That's the idea. So you will get invites, and we are going to circulate some invitations to all of you. And then the date and time is not yet finalized, but happy to have you all and host you all at the venue. And that's the simple idea. So need your collaboration and support for this. Yeah.
Well, give them a big round of applause. Thank you, Shraddha. Thank you so
Thank you so
much.
much.